And because we want it to go away, we don't want to feel in fear. We don't want to feel that. It's so uncomfortable. It's so scary because we don't know what's going to happen. Because we want that to go away, it's very easy for us to not be able to think clearly, because somebody says, if you do this, it'll make it go away. And again, I'm not just talking about this time. I'm not just talking about this pandemic. This is just the same formula all along, always been there. And this could be other situations you're dealing with family, could be choices that you're making in your life or have made even when you were younger. Family wasn't going to agree with it. And maybe you went along because you didn't want to upset mom, dad, or the family. And this is how we get into these cycles, which make us even more ripe and more vulnerable to do these things, to be hijacked, to be taken over in this manner, because it's a pattern. It's what we're used to. Deep down, we're used to it. You have to remember, we're also used to fear. We're used to surviving. We're used to surviving at all costs, doing whatever we have to do to survive, making the choices that we have to survive. So it's really important that we recognize that what we're working with are some very ancient behaviors. I mean, there's of course there's associated with times that really called for that, but we're instead now are still running that same program in our world, and our world is made to seem as hostile as that time with lions and tigers and bears. Our world is made to seem like it definitely is a hostile and dangerous place to be. So that's what your brain gets. That's what your brain is saying, how dangerous it is. And you're being told that. Think about what you say to each other all the time in different situations. Be careful, be safe, stay safe. Just think about the language we use. That language reminds you that we do come from a place of there's danger out there, and you're wishing those people that you love well. You're wishing them well. But why would we say these things if it wasn't for the fact that we are actually pulling on these old programs that are there that say you must be careful? There's danger lurking, because that's our program. That danger is always lurking around the corner. And what does our governing systems give us through the media? They confirm exactly what our survival program says, that there's danger lurking around the corner. So you are constantly going to hear about some car accidents or some people that got shot, or or bank robbery, or just you name it. It's constantly coming at you. A break-in in your neighborhood, breaking in your house, in your car. And if it's not your car, but then it happened with the neighbor. So what happens immediately? Well, you got to make sure your car is locked up. You got to be careful, because it's pretty close to home that this could happen. And this is how we are all day long without noticing. Why don't we notice? Because it's normal to us. It is our normal. So